Will you take the Tomb Kings, Satsuma?
Yeah, I'll take the Tomb Kings.
Alright, go for it.
It's a very defensive build. He's going in for some monster mash. He's got Cetra on the Sphinx, as well as the Sphinx of Uskef, which someone in chat was calling out. It's a decent choice. It can definitely match Agavs. He's got quite a lot of missiles. There's triple Skeleton Archer, including the Blessed Legion, of course, for the armor sundering. And he's got double Ushabti Greatbow, including the Chosen of the Gods. That leaves enough for 4 Tomb Guard, and then a couple of Skeleton Warriors. Tomb Guard, of course, still won't do well against most Chaos Infantry. They just do well against the Marauders. But they do at least hold for a little bit longer. We'll see if there's burning heads. That's always the key against the Tomb King Infantry. Otherwise, I think without burning heads, Chaos could be stuck on the Tomb King Infantry for quite a while. And in that case, maybe the Tomb King ranged units can get enough value to win. That'll be the key question. Can the Great Bows damage the important? Can the Great Bows kill the counters to Cetra and the Sphinx?
Yep. Take this much ranged, it's definitely your win condition, although the 2 monsters are definitely win condition as well. So let's take a look. Aspiring Champions, I love it. Give more leadership actually than Lords and Heroes do, so quite useful. As long as they don't get sniped by Ushabti. There are some armored Chaos Trolls here. The Demon Spew Forsaken, and how many more Forsaken? I'm counting 2 more Forsaken apart from that. We also have the Mirror Guard, Rather Horsemen. But the most important question, Chaos Marshmallows are here. Backline of Marauders as well. But where is the Lord? Is it Archaon? It is Archaon. Archaon, one thing we didn't mention is that he actually has an item that gives immunity to psychology. He did it way before Bob did it. So, yeah.
OP. OP.
Yeah.
Broken.
Yeah. I mean, not really, but I know what you're getting at. He, of course, has the Burning Head and the Fireball, and he has the Crown of Domination, 55 meters, plus 4 leadership, immunity to psychology. Of course, if you're rushing with Forsaken, they're already immune to psychology. It's mostly going to help the Trolls and the Chaos Marauders to stick in there a little while longer. Chaos Marauder morale, if we can see it, 72. Not bad. A lot of pew 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 in the chat. You can see the pew 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 going down onto the Aspiring Champions. They're not feeling too good. Only need a few of them alive to give the leadership bonus though. Well, technically you only need 1 of them alive. Don't forget the Jaff Calf. Yes, here comes the Jaff
This
Calf.
range, the Great Bows actually could have shot Archaon.
Yeah, probably. Archaon just bum rushing the Ushabti Great Bows, trying to decrease their uptime, and is actually doing that quite well. They've already had to reposition twice. Archaon, nice dodge there.
They do have quite good speed. Surprisingly good, 54.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually is much better than they're supposed to be able to move.
Yeah.
Let's ignore that.
Trolls are coming in, tanking quite a bit of damage.
And
Not at the point yet.
But if the Sphinx comes in here against the Trolls, it'll get fantastic value. It'll kill models.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now with their health being lower. No, Archaon is out of position, so the Trolls actually get terrified as well.
They got a bit overexcited, those Trolls, because
The 4 Trolls are dead.
Without the infantry as well.
Yeah, I think he was feeling very pressured by the ranged units. Still though, these Trolls, there's still 8 of them. Well, for now anyway. And they will regenerate and will be back. Now the lines are connecting. That's a big burning head, but
nice
great reaction from Astolfo.
Really quick reaction.
Just instant reaction from his archers. And it's the critical archer unit as well. But look at one of the archers, it's already dying.
Getting through into the archers.
Yeah, the infantry just not numerous enough to hold.
If you look to the left, there's 2 infantry fighting the same unit of the Mirror Guard, when they could have been back there protecting the back line.
Yeah, I mean there's the Marauder as well, but look at this Sphinx.
Oh my god.
And there's no
Is that Archaon with all
Necrotech to
his
heal it.
buffs?
Yeah, I think it's Archaon and also just Weird Spawn debuffing the armor with the Demon Spa also debuffing the attack, and just a lot of effects being stacked, or really, dragging down this unsupported Sphinx, which doesn't have support from the archers anymore either, because yeah, the infantry is just pushing into them and crumbling all of them.
Even rallying. It's got all that stuff in its up its rear.
Another burning head. Clears the archers, as it seems. Also hitting the trolls, but I think they'll be fine. For the most part. With quite high armor.
So how did the Zoom Kings win this?
Burning head nearly caught the Forsaken. I like how he's keeping pressure on the Ushabti. Sorry, what did you say?
How did the Tomb Kings win this now?
How do they win this now? Well, I think they need to get their Ushabti online again, but how do they do that? They don't really have any mobile unit to go and stop the units pursuing them, and Randommnix has a lot of units he can throw at them to stop them from shooting. It looks like Cetra is just dying inside the blob as well.
Yeah.
And Chosen of the Gods is getting eaten.
He absolutely wrecks.
Cetra is putting up a hell of a fight though, considering the circumstances.
Yeah, yeah.
I doubt it will be enough.
The thing is, Archaon, he has magic damage as well, so Nero's incantation doesn't need to protect.
Yeah, what a, textbook Chaos Rush. Just all the elements coming together at the right time. I mean, the trolls, of course, at the start there may have overextended a little bit. Apart from that, he got the pressure on the Ushabti, he broke through the gaps and really pounded down that Sphinx. Really well done by Randommnix.
Yep. Yep. That's what I was saying, maybe Archaon is the pick now. He did so much great work that game.
Yeah, I mean, especially on a smaller map like this, where you expect the battle to be over faster and there's not a lot of time to maybe Spirit Leech him. I think he can definitely work. And I think if you're going to take the trolls, then he's a necessity. You need that immunity to psychology. We saw how quickly they routed when they were out of position.
And although Archon is a really great lord, he doesn't generally feel that good in the Chaos matchup. If there's no if there's Archaon, he's amazing because he just Spirit Leeches him to death. But he doesn't, like, imagine there's Kolick instead, and you try and Spirit Leech for all that HP, and there's a Chaggoth. It doesn't really allow you to win against the other Chaos builds.
The right RNG, man. With the right RNG, you can make everything happen. I remember one game where I spent all of Manfred's magic trying to kill an Orc Shaman with Spirit Leech, and it still didn't die. Felt so bad. Guess that's oh god, now this map Randommnix says yes, this map. Hidden Waystone.
What is this map?
There's a river in the middle, but you can walk through it.
Oh, this one. Oh yeah, I know this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Eltharion Quest battle map. Oh, that's where it's from. I do not like Skelly archers versus armored factions. How much AP do they have? Only one, but that's why the other archer unit is there to drop the armor by 30. So you can do more.
If you bring Archon, you can also cast Soul Blight.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. Drop the armor by 60.
I used to do that against lizards, but trouble with Archon against lizards is a couple of Hand of the Gods from Krotgar, and he's on like 20% health.
Oh, look what we're getting. Empire and Bretonia, or Empire and Beastmen were picked, and Bretonia was picked as a counter. Now we have the Empire being confirmed by Astolfo against his own favorite faction, Bretonia.
Surprised if Astolfo manages this one.
Even
Never
if you
felt
drop
too
armor,
bad
it
about
is still an issue, especially for what they cost. I mean, I don't disagree with you, Tank. I feel like the Tomb King archers are not great. They're not terrible, but they're not great. I feel like you want archers. I would almost prefer the skeleton horseman archers. They have 3 armor piercing and of course the mobility. That makes them a little less susceptible to things like burning head and anything that kills ranged units. But, maybe Satsuma is better
It
placed to
depends on
make a
the
judgment
matchup.
on that.
You're paying for the fact that you have undead infantry, which are effectively unbreakable. So I think if you take skeleton archers, you build hard into it, and you make it your win condition.
Hmm.
That's like so. I would, if I take skeleton archers, I'll usually take it with 5 skeleton archers and a lich priest with law of light and soul blight, and then you just nuke things and you take loads of chaff. So you don't try and win with your monsters if you do that. I'm not a big fan of taking just 3 without any nets. I think, and then going and sort of, if you're playing it with less infantry and more elite infantry, I don't like going for the skeleton archers. It's like an all-in, really wide play, is the way I see them.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think against chaos, I'd usually pick the skeleton horseman because I'd want a stronger infantry line and monster mass usually.
Yeah. And maybe minus 25 gold is all they need.
I think they're fine. I think they have their niche.
Bretonia versus Empire, cool. Yeah, we're getting such cool matchups today. I mean, we got some of the more classical ones, the Empire versus the Coast, and Greenskins versus the Dwarves, the Greenskins versus the Empire. I think we've seen the same matchup twice so far.
Yep. No. Again, the picking system giving us some less common matchups, which is nice. It'd be nice if just 1 extra AP actually on the skeleton archers would be nice.
That would be OP. Like that's double the armor piercing that they have right now. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Halflings versus Ogre Kingdoms, what a game. Oh my god. Like these tiny midgets.
Although doesn't the Ogre Kingdom's legendary lord? Oh, it's not halflings. He's carried around by loads of these tiny little creatures. Noblar.
Wretchins or Gnoblars, yeah. They're
Yeah,
even
they're like
worse
Spartans.
goblins. They're actually what I would look forward to if we ever get Ogre Kingdoms, which I suppose we should in Warhammer 3.
Yeah, I think we will.
Yeah, like, I don't know much about the Ogre Kingdoms, but I just really like the idea of them. These masses of Gnoblars, which are just stupid, and then, you know, backed up by ogres, which, yeah, have some awesome units, but that's future music. Let's first look at these more classic factions, which can still provide us with exciting battles. Empire of Bretonia, Tsuma.
I don't know anything about either, so I'll let you pick.
I'll go for the Empire. You know, if you leave the choice to me, I always go for the smaller army. So 3 Demigryph Knights with Alberts, Volkmar the Grim, all the bells and whistles, even the benediction for the extra 8 leadership. Jade Wizard, double caster, Amethyst Wizard with the Spirit Leech. Very interesting artillery piece here, the Sunmaker, Hellstorm Rocket Battery. Then the Spearman with shields, probably the most cost-effective infantry the Empire can bring here. And yeah, I don't see any other units besides that. Well, there is, of course, well, I say of course, but there is a Reiksguard, which will probably be very useful against any archers or peasants. Less against Bretonian infantry, though. Okay, for the Bretonians, Satsuma, go ahead.
We also have artillery, which I'm not surprised about. It's triple field trebs, not blessed, and it's interesting because the Sunmaker could rout them off very quickly. And the Sunmaker, for some weird reason, it feels like those models are quite hard to destroy. So I'm quite interested as to how the artillery duel is going to go. You feel like the Brett with 3 of them should have the advantage and should be able to force that Empire. But stranger things have happened. Apart from that, you've obviously got peasants, although only 4. Very strange. Then you also got 3 spearmen at arms with shields that are Bretts, very similar to the Empire, or 4 actually. Tell a lie. 3 peasant bowmen, all with pox arrows, obviously great to get the debuff in those cav engagements. And then relatively little cavalry, just got 2 questing knights, 1 on each flank. But we have got hero blob, so it's
even in this
same
matchup.
characters, even in this one, Green Knight and the Paladin. And so what does Volkmar do magic damage on all his
Yes,
attacks?
he does. But if he fights this hero blob by himself, he will get wrecked. There's Spirit Leech as well, so it's potentially a very bad time for the Green Knight. Now back to the artillery duel, which is of course the first thing we gotta look at. I think the Bretonnians have the advantage, because even if the Sunmaker kills all the artillery pieces, it still hasn't done its value.
Yeah.
And if it's out of ammo, it might as well be dead, right?
Yeah.
I think he's not going to shoot the artillery piece. I think he's smarter than that. He's targeting the archers.
He just needs to advance then, right?
Sorry, what?
Army. I guess the field trebs aren't in range yet.
Yeah. Field traps might start shooting the Sunmaker. I think they're the biggest threat to the demis though. They can just wreck them. If you saw the faction war, there was a game where Imperator just lost after 2 minutes pretty much against Falcon because his demis got shot by trebs. They were blessed trebs, but regular trebs can do it as well.
They kill models, that's the...
Yes. Shots actually going into Volkmar.
I mean,
Volkmar is dodging.
some of the artillery aiming is not quite optimal here. The Sunmaker was going for the archers, which is a decent target.
I think it's the right choice. I think shooting the artillery might not be optimal. I think neither player wants to cross this river.
Actually. Does he realise he only has 5 more volleys after this one?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And maybe just getting rid of 1 treb could be enough for him. Randommnix dropping his treb models, running away so he doesn't lose models. Quite smart. And what is Volkmar doing? On his own.
Oh god.
Amethyst Wizard is here as well, but...
He's not going to add much.
yeah. The Enchanter's taking some damage.
Shooting into this engagement, which I don't understand.
But how is the Fey Enchantress seemingly losing combat here? That is strange.
Oh, wait, what's her... She comes with 60% magic resist.
Yeah, it was actually the Amethyst Wizard just hitting her, I think. With that mighty... oh yeah, he was buffed. He had the buffs on him.
Oh.
Of course. Like, he just turned that Amethyst Wizard into freaking... Mr. T.
Look at the Green Knight. Look at the Green Knight. He's got to run.
Yeah, the Spirit Leech and fighting Volkmar. This is like the worst place you could ever imagine the Green Knight to be.
Get that hero squad out of there.
So weird how the heroes are just duking it out before, you know, the battle's properly underway. Getting the Ember. I mean,
oh my god, your trebuchets are shattering. They're actually shattering.
Oh, how many of them have shattered? 2.
2.
And that's some value from the Sunmaker there for sure. And it looks like with that damage on the Green Knight, the balance of power is really favoring Bretonnians. Now the Paladin is caught.
Yeah, he's done some damage to Volkmar, and that doesn't help you.
Yeah, why did he take this engagement?
Did he forget that Volkmar does magic damage?
Oh look, it's the Dwellers Below. Takes me back. Warhammer 1 days, and it's getting the Demigryphs. It's getting 2 units. It's getting 3 units. It's doing a horrendous amount of damage, but no models died on the demis. Well, 1 did, so it's not horrible. But if there was a way back into this game for Bretonnia, it was definitely one of the ways to do it.
Questing Knights are gonna have to carry.
Yeah, I mean, that was interesting. Some trebs did go down, but one treb is left standing. The Bretonians, they now have the advantage of the terrain. Although, what I wanted to see...
Maker has half a volley left, I think.
Oh yeah. Maybe it can kill the last trap with that half volley. Would be huge. But if the demis go into the trap can still kill quite a few demis.
Good enough, I think.
Yeah. Randommnix survived. The ammo still has a trap standing, so the Empire has to advance. But yeah, as I was saying, what I would have liked to see was that instead of attacking this rock formation here, which is definitely the strong point, that, you know, someone would try to quickly cross through here and into the forest. They would also get protection from any missiles targeting them. It seems Astolfo is just going through the center here, and yeah, it's a tough position to attack into, for sure.
Yeah. This feels like a campaign battle. Like when you're playing against the AI and you just... Oh, he's pulling back. You just blob all of your units at the edge of the, like, choke point.
Are you comparing these players to the AI? Seems kind of disrespectful, Satsuma. I'm not sure if I can bring you on as co-caster anymore after this.
Well, if I'm playing, I can't co-cast anyway, I guess.
Oh, spoilers. So, Volkmar, he's bringing the Grand Soulfire on the questing lights to see how much it does.
Nice job.
Oh, that did a lot. And the follow-up charge by the Reichsguard. That looks bad for those questing lights, but a follow-up unit is being sent in as well.
Yes, but all those Reichsguard are buffed. They haven't got the AP, but they are buffed by all the abilities.
Hammer of Sigmar, Grand Shield of Fate. The demis? Yeah, now they're coming in. Okay, the demis are coming in. They still need more healing. I wonder what magic situation is looking like. Ooh, the Comet, the leading a Spearman.
It is value. It's enough value to kill a Spearman. But,
okay, there was the Earthblood, healing up the Demigryph Knights, and if there is a carry unit in this game, it's these demis. They gotta come to the rescue of these Spearmen, which are quickly getting routed. And I wonder why they didn't get in here sooner. Like, if they were here like half a minute sooner, this mass rout wouldn't be happening right now. Here come the demis.
we're in this weird situation where once the questing knights die, the counter to Volkmar suddenly becomes buffet. Oh no, does she do magic damage as well?
Yes, so she doesn't really counter.
Complete.
Volkmar is trying to reach that Green Knight, of course, tries to crush him once again. Banishment tore through the backline here, routing some peasants. It looks like the Empire morale is just not strong enough.
Is it that trebuchet? The artillery penalty?
As the trebuchet allies routing, what else is happening to these units to mess with their morale so badly? I mean, I guess the Green Knight is there. Let's see.
Well, those are mostly natural routes.
Under missile fire, attacked in flank is a big one. Friends routing.
Another big soulfire.
And they are being routed even with the benediction buffing them, so lots of effects in play there. Mess with those guys.
Green Knight. Is he going to get caught? Or is he going to kite?
I think he's gonna get caught and killed, and that's the break that Astolfo really needs right now.
Yeah.
Pull back this game, and the Green Knight is dead. Good job by Volkmar. Is it enough though? It's pretty much just him and the Hellstorm.
Only 1 minute of questing knights left.
Oh yeah.
If those break, Volkmar can just push through into the archers.
Yeah, true.
It's still in the balance. Although the Fae I think it's the Fae poking him in the back that's gonna get some good value.
I mean, neither of them can really properly kill each other, right? Because of the magic resistance.
Yeah.
Now the archers are trying to do it. But this crazy man still has about 3k health, so I don't know if they even have the ammo to do it. It seems Volkmar is now going on to the archers. Randommnix is pulling his other units through to rout what's left of the spears.
Gonna get poked by the Fae while it's happening.
Yeah, it looks like this is where Randommnix might get too much of a lead. Volkmar to still pull
still
him back.
doing a good 100 damage each time. And because it's such a wet noodle contest, Volkmar can't turn around. Because if he tries to kill the Fae, he'll be there for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And the
he has to
archers will
kill the
it.
archers basically, but Randommnix is making such a good concave with his units. Also keeps using that trap to rout things, but this center engagement actually quite important, and the balance of power is stabilizing again. These units are yeah, just slowly getting...
I'd love Astolfo to pull out those demis and see if he can get them into the archers. Oh, he's dodging the comet.
Yeah, with the demis, but
With
the spearmen are going to take it. Man, it's so back and forth. Looks like the Bretonnians might just edge it out.
Though.
Yeah, because what kills her? Maybe the demis, but they're kind of low. Very low. Another Grand Soulfire.
She can drain.
Potentially unlimited Grand Soulfires could still do quite a bit here.
Randommnix is slowly running out of archers.
Yeah, not much ammo left either. And
Ooh, the demis have just shattered though.
yeah, that might...
I think that's the final nail.
Yeah,
And
the
Fae
Fae...
archers are just poking Volkmar to death. I think Volkmar's got to turn around now. He's going to die otherwise.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die regardless. Oh my god.
Yeah, but he may as well get some damage in.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that is the Fae Enchantress on a little unicorn. Just looks like she's pushing Volkmar.
Yeah, she's just
That
going
away.
ham. For some reason it always looks funny to me when Volkmar just drives up a slope without, you know, even slowing down.
Yeah. Don't question it. It's magic.
It's magic.
So what have the Empire got? They have Terror.
They have terror on a unit that's on like a sliver of health.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it exciting. I've learnt my lessons.
Okay, you know the game is looking dire when you need to commit your Sunmaker, Hellstorm Rocket Battery crew to the fight.
Well, I mean, their stats aren't that much worse than everything else.
Yeah, but there they go. Looks like... man, that was a very tactical battle. I actually like it a lot. I feel like it could have gone either way, for sure.
Yeah.
Just that engagement where the demigryphs tried to, you know, join the battle, but they ended up being quite late and the spearmen were already all getting routed. I felt like that might have been a missed opportunity, because at the start Randommnix gave a pretty big advantage to Astolfo, right, by taking that really bad hero fight, but it seems he just didn't really...
He lost the Paladin for nothing. The Green Knight lost so much health. Even the Fae lost a lot of health.
He didn't really push that advantage properly with that engagement with demis. I wonder if he was too scared of the trap and that's why he was keeping